Here's a quick video on the latest feature added to version 2.26, which is all about being able to connect an external microphone, a proper radio microphone. Just to put this into context, I received a request from an operator to add functionality into EchoHam that allows us to connect a microphone, and in particular the PTT button of the microphone is connected via an RS-232 to USB converter. So here's the little module, which is an RS-232 to USB, and RS-232 has got a signal line called clear to send CTS, and you can put a PTT button on the CTS. So it ends up looking something like this, where you've got a microphone, and you can connect your microphone to your computer. Now we've got an implementation here which is circuit-wise. You can do either what you saw in that circuit or something slightly different. Anyway, let's just have a look at the settings that we've introduced for this in preferences. So in preferences, we've got an TX-RX section, and that TX-RX section has now got a PTT serial port CTS. So this is the serial port to use. So at the moment, when you select not in use, that's obviously something that, and that's a default. You don't get anything, but if you've got a serial port connected, it'll show up in this list here. So I've got a USB serial connector on here, and I can just select that, and once I click the OK button, that is automatically activated, and you can get that signal. You've also got the option here of an invert button, so an invert tick box. So if it works the wrong way around, then on is off and off is on, then you can just tick the invert button here, and that'll fix that problem. Under most circumstances, it shouldn't be required, and a little bit of a demo I'm going to give you shortly certainly doesn't require that. If you need to do some diagnostics on that, so we'll just click OK here. You won't see anything change in here, but now if you activate the, if the CTS line goes high on that interface, it'll activate the PTT. For a bit of diagnostics, so you can actually see if it works or not. It is very handy. Your converter is connected on this side. It is very handy to have one of those little testers, and you will notice that the lights on these RS-232 testers, they'll show up green. So on this side, this is where you would have your PTT button connected, depending on whether you got a 9-pin or a 25-pin. Anyway, just to help you with diagnostics, to make sure the electrical side is right, one of those little test modules is very handy. And this is what the lights should look like when you've got it plugged in to the 232 to USB converter. Now, once EchoHam starts up and EchoHam initializes the serial port, the RTS line will go active and will show as a red light. So that's what it looks like when EchoHam is running. That's what it looks like when EchoHam is not running. So that's an indication that EchoHam has got the port, it's talking to the port, and everything is right. When you test your actual circuit, and the reason why I've put that RTS in is it enables you, rather than needing any other circuitry, you just need a switch, and you just, via that switch, you need to bridge the RTS across to the CTS. So when you bridge RTS to CTS via the microphone switch, the CTS line will come on when you press the switch, and then it'll look like this. So that is the active state. That is the PTT being activated. So between the PTT being not activated, looks like this, and the PTT being activated, it looks like this. So you're wiring for a PTT on the RS232 is just a bridge or via the switch from RTS to CTS. And that's all you need to trigger the PTT externally. All right, I hope that was a sufficient explanation on how an external PTT can be wired into EchoHam. There is various other ways of actually plugging it into the audio port, and that depends very much on the microphone. There's plenty of information out there on how to do that. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email, and the email address is support@apphugs.com. So please, if you have any questions, and I look forward to hearing some reports from users. Thank you for watching.